What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. OG here, and I want to go over the drastic difference between FC25 and FC26 because to a lot of people it would make no sense. Now, I know many of you haven't got to play the game yet. Maybe some of you haven't even seen the leaks. But those who have seen the leaks, and especially those who have played the beta, even though it's not the final version of the game, if you played past betas, you know that the game never comes out and is worse from the beta, right? That's at least something EA Sports does right, is they never take the beta and make the game worse. The full release will come out and it almost always is better but similar to the beta, right? Even if they don't touch a thing and leave the beta, I can tell you without going into details since we can't talk about it, that the beta, it's a good game. Bottom line. So with some tweaks and some improvements, it will be even better. With that being said, as we all know, there's always that worry of the dreaded first patch. And that's across the board with any game. These development companies will see that there's complaints from most likely the lower skilled players, and they'll take what was a good game that the skilled players are happy with. They'll try to accommodate these lower skilled players because they want everyone's money, and boom, they ruin the game. The reason why there's such a drastic difference, and the reason why I don't think situations like that will occur this year, and hopefully this trend continues in the future past this year, is because FC25 was such a disaster that EA Sports finally felt it in their pockets, right? There were so many players that left the game that didn't buy the game later because obviously they were looking into it and saw that it was a terrible game. And those who usually buy the game late, they said, nope, we'll sit out this one, right? Those are like the more casual players who aren't gung-ho, but it still adds up, and that's a lot of money. When you add up all the players that left the game, including myself, when you add up all the players that usually buy the game later and because of the terrible reviews and whatnot didn't, you add all this up and it leads the suits in EA Sports to say something has to change. So, as we're playing this game, which the only reason I'm still playing 25, even though the beta ends tomorrow, and I'm sad about that. I literally, it's hard for me to put that game down. And you'll see when it comes out, I'm not exaggerating. But I know it's hard for many to believe because, for one, usually the changes from year to year aren't that big. And for two, FC25 is so bad that it's hard to think that this company is going to make the next version of this game good, much less great. But there are good reasons. Once you really understand what's going on, then you'll understand why 26 is so drastically better, okay? If you go in right now, which we'll go into a squad battles match, and then I'll go into a rivals match, and you can do this yourself, and what you're going to see, right, is that the gameplay is so delayed that you can't even play proper football. It gets to the point sometimes where these random glitches will happen, meaning like you'll be dribbling right, and all of a sudden your player will glitch out and go left, and you didn't push him left. I have it several different times on streams where we're playing the game, and next thing you know, the ball goes flying out of bounds for no reason. It just glitches out. The goalkeeper makes some goofy play. I have one play where the player slides, clearly wins the ball, but for whatever reason the ball turns invisible. The player slides through it. I get the ball and go in on a breakaway. It was my opponent that happened to. And you see this nonstop, and it's just, you add that to all the other trash with FC25, and it was just, you couldn't even imagine that a game could be as bad as this game is. And as we're sitting here trying, for those of us trying to go for the FC26 rewards, if we've played the beta like myself, we're scratching our heads going, like, how did it get to this point, right? And that's what I wanted to talk about. And the reason, in my opinion, that it got to this point, as you're about to see the gameplay, and who knows, it's a 50-50. Maybe squad battles will actually feel good. What's almost 100% sure is that any player versus player is going to be terrible gameplay. Either both players are going to be lagged out of their minds, or one player is going to be totally lagged out, or you're going to get a game where it goes back and forth, right? It changes throughout. But what you won't get 99% of the time is actual good gameplay. So EA Sports just released a video. I strongly recommend you check out my review on that, right? Actually, I think it comes out. It does. It comes out this morning, 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. I strongly suggest you watch it because they didn't release their video on their main channel. So I guarantee a lot of you haven't watched it, but it explains all these things I'm talking about. And it felt good to actually, for one, get answers from EA Sports because they never answer, right? And for two, it felt good to know that what's making this game so bad won't be back in 26, right? I won't go too far into it because, again, you're going to want all the details for that, and that's in a video coming out. It would, by the time this comes out, when I break this down into a video, many of you will have watched the video I'm talking about, which is good because it's a relief, like I said. When you play right now and you see the command delay and everything, you're going, even if they do fix the L1 sprint boost, that 30-yard glitch shot, Trivela, which they fixed. They took Trivela out as a singular playstyle plus, added it to the game changer, added the Trivela pass to the, forgot what it's called, but they added it to another playstyle. They combined some, right? And essentially they nerfed it on top of that because of how overpowered they were. They got rid of the tackle backs. Like everything you can think of that the Rats were using, that they're gone. Okay? So, funny that as I'm talking about this, a player I played the other day, I ended up beating him. His name was Poopy Claps. You see it on there. And I'm talking to him now, and I'm like, man, it's so hard to tell, like, nowadays, like, your name screamed rap, but it's so hard to go into games and know what players are purposely doing, like the typical FIFA / FC rat stuff, and what players are just dealing with the terrible gameplay. That's how bad it's gotten. And so I saw the name Poopy Claps, and then you see who ends up actually being a pretty cool dude. But you see these different games, you see these different names, and that's what this game's gotten to. And I think it also drives the toxicity. I know I kind of changed topics there, but all of these things come from the same area, right? The toxicity in this game many times is driven from the nonsense on the pitch, right? It drives people crazy. It went from back in the day, if you look at the original FIFA content, right? Which I don't know who the first ever guy was, but you know, what comes to mind is like KSI, Bateson, people like that. There was definitely competitiveness. There's definitely trash talking, but it wasn't in a toxic way, right? You guys remember the days of giving away wins and champs to help people out? Now, I know they changed the format to kind of get rid of that, but even before they did, how did you miss that, Bale? But even before they did, the game was already there's almost none of that because players would rather either quit the game before there's a score or play the game, say they went down, they saw they weren't the better player. They would play harder than they did all weekend just to tie the game up and then quit to take a win from the other player, even though they still get a loss, right? Rather than maybe playing out the game and seeing if they could win now that they tied it. I mean, that's how toxic it got. But it's easy to understand why when you put hours and hours into this game and you go to play somebody and there's all these nonsense things because the game's so trash and because EA Sports basically was so unresponsive for so many years that these players could just abuse all these things and keep finding success. That's why I believe over the years the FIFA, now FC community, became the most toxic of all of games. Like if you look around or if you play other games, you know it's a well-known thing. The FC community is the most toxic, but it's driven from the terrible gameplay, from the nonsense that essentially attracts rats, which UFL went through that too. It's a brand new game, and they went in a direction that attracted those type of players, which drives many away, right? The rats are still the minority, but there's so many nowadays. And a good football game has the fewest rats because what does a rat do? They go for glitches. They go for shortcuts. They don't want to learn the game. They don't have skill to play the game. And so it's ridiculous that EA Sports took this long to finally answer to this nonsense that's been plaguing the game for years. But it's also a relief because at the end of the day, I've said this since I started the channel. I'm not tied to UFL, eFootball, FC. I want to keep playing whatever the best football game is. And then commit my time and energy to that, to helping others reach their full potential in the best football game because we love football. That's why we play these games. Anything you're going to put so many hours into, it matters. So if you're one of those people that's like, oh, it's just a game, in the sense that you can put 1,000 hours in, but you're not going to put any of that time into actually enjoying football, playing football, getting better at the football game that you're playing someone. Well, then that makes no sense, right? You hear that all the time, though. You'll get these rats that are taking every shortcut that are, you got players in eFootball right now. Thank goodness this isn't an FC, but there's a certain formation where if a player puts that formation in, it will kick their opponent from the game, right? And it will show as the opponent basically quit and they'll get a free win. There are literally players doing that. Now think of how pointless that is. You're getting all these wins, climbing the ranks, by putting a formation in. You're not even playing the game at that point. What are you doing with your life? And while some of these glitches and nonsense that these rats use, they still have to play the game to use them. It 100% isn't true football, and it 100% isn't how the game's supposed to be played. And I apologize. I have terrible allergies. And man, it's stopping me up, messing with my throat. On top of that, coaching doesn't help. So I'm going to have kind of a raspy voice sometimes. But at the end of the day, what I wanted to really address is the fact that it's such a drastic game, game-changing from 25 to 26, because this was years in the making. EA Sports kept seeing that their money was fine, and they just ignored us. They just chalked it up to, everyone's going to complain. They're still paying, though. They're still paying, right? And finally, when we stopped doing the old, oh, it's just a game, they won't listen, whatever, right? And we finally spoke up. Now, nearly every single, if not every single, rat maneuver is out of the game. Tacklebacks, gone. Right? Those 30-yard trivela shots, or even finesse shots that those you guys know what I'm talking about, those glitch angle shots that everyone takes. I'll try to do one right now. Right? It's this one. Well, I couldn't get it off, but from right there, the goalie doesn't even move. Goes in the top corner every time. That's gone. The way they made dynamic shooting now, they took away green time finishing, which players would take assisted shooting, then they would take green time shooting and just go for those goofy angle shots when they pretty much couldn't beat the defense. So they just go for those shots over and over and over and over, and then they'd have success doing that. That's gone. Now, if these players want to use assisted shooting, trust me, it's going to hurt them. And when they go to try to use precision shooting now, after all this time using assisted shooting and green timing, just to shoot from these glitch angles right here. Oh my goodness. As you can see, I don't do it because I don't know what that was. So they'll go for those shots from out there only, over and over and over. Well, now that's gone, and there's such an advantage to learning precision shooting and getting better at it, because it no doubt takes skill as you're dribbling to aim in the right direction, to change your mind as the goalkeeper's moving and not mess up the shot. You'll see a lot of them shooting how I just did, going for that glitch shot. You'll see a lot of players like that this year, and they'll most likely go back to assisted shooting where they'll struggle because you're not punished for using it, but you'll see quite a bit of a difference from goals that you would have scored to goals that you end up getting with assisted shooting, right? So, tackleback's gone. The shooting glitch is gone. The what was it? The L1 sprint boost, totally gone, right? The dribbling so much tighter, quicker cuts left and right. Natural knock-ons, right? But none of that BS speed boost where all of a sudden you get a rocket up your butt and zoom around the defender. I mean, it's just so much nonsense that was in the games. And there's more. I'm missing even more. Now that the AI marking's better, right? That fixes all the spam through balls. You don't have to just use 4-2-1-3. I'm not saying it won't be powerful still, but the AI marking's better. I actually have some leak footage I found that I put some shorts out from that leak footage. Not the best quality, but you can see the better passing, the sharper passing. You can see the better AI marking, right? Even for cutbacks, much less through balls, the defenders will actually follow their marks. So then when you switch, like say I'm switching here, switching to this defender, switching to this defender, switching here, now when you switch, you're actually in position to defend. Whereas the way it works in 25, right? Your opponent will all of a sudden play a spam through ball or just win the ball through ball, win the ball through ball. And your AI defender is so far away from where he should be or she should be that you can't even catch up. I mean, look at this marking there. Terrible. As Ronaldo's actively running. Now, I know that was the AI, like opponent wasn't even a user that could switch to the defender. But the point is that you're switching from defender to defender to defender. And now, yes, you have to make the tackles yourself, which is how it should be. The AI won't do a thing for you as far as winning the ball, which is how it should be. You should have to win the ball yourself. Defense is a skill, and that creates a skill gap with it. But the marking is much better, and you absolutely need that. You can't possibly control every field player and have everyone marked up how they should. If the AI does their job better, which now they do, you would at least be able to switch to the defender and then tweak their movement, tweak their positioning a little, and then if the player near that defender gets the ball, then you switch to that defender, and now you have a chance to win the ball. The AI marking was so bad that you're switching around, you have good coverage, they can't beat you. The next thing you know, they play a through ball, and your defender's in no man's land, so you can't even switch to that defender because the AI already screwed you. You see what I'm saying? That's fixed. And I had to explain it because I've explained this a few times. When you say AI defending's better, they're smarter, it's better marking. People get that confused with making tackles, right? Intercepting the ball on their own. No, you more than ever are going to have to manually win the ball, which is huge. Another thing that defeats too, the park the bus rats, right? Because they could put all of these players, all of their defenders in or around the box and chase you around with one center defensive mid or one defender, whoever, and then the goal is run you into one of their AI defenders and then win the ball that way. You can't do that anymore. With the sharper passing combined with the better reactions to when an attacker like comes into an AI defender, instead of the AI defender winning the ball, they'll essentially like passively defend. Not to mention, if you don't switch to the defender as the game goes, their stamina goes down, right? So even the second man press and things like that, if you don't control the player, you're getting punished, right? It's they did it on purpose to reward the players who are going to switch and manually win the ball. And if you don't do that, you're going to be toast this year. Because now even if you park the bus with the sharper dribbling, the quicker, sharper passing, right? You're going to zip around those defenders like they're nothing now. No matter how many players they have there. They're going to actually have to switch and manually win the ball back. And rats don't do that. They don't do that. They don't break down defenses. They spam through balls or spam those shots from a distance, right? They don't build up the ball properly. They, on offense, kick the ball into you and try to get a tackle back, dribble into you, try to get a tackle back. Every aspect of what these rats do to compete is gone. right? And it took this long because EA Sports pocketbook wasn't hurt. They had the ability, just like how they fixed the game now going into 26, they had this ability for years. But as long as they had their money where they wanted it, they weren't going to fix anything because that in itself costs money, right? Fixing the command delay, which was the biggest thing. If the gameplay and the inconsistency, the unresponsiveness wasn't fixed, doesn't matter about all these other things I talked about. So again, that video's coming out this morning. I strongly suggest you watch it because it explains all the details on what they fixed and how they fixed it. But you better believe it cost them a lot of money to send all these developers around. And of course, they weren't going to do it until their pocketbooks got hurt. So for those of you who don't understand, aren't as deep into it, and don't understand how FC26 could possibly be good when 25 is as bad as it is, remember what I'm telling you. I know it's hard to believe, but you'll see it if you still don't believe me when 26 comes out. And when it does, and you're going, how the heck? Why is this so good, but 25 is bad? Well, it's because of the reasons I'm telling you. So with that being said, I look forward to playing 26. And while it's so frustrating playing 25, at least I know that it's almost over. And then we can move on from this like it was a bad dream. Because, to be fair, this whole year in FC25 has been a complete nightmare, to say the least. So, let's go in here, see what I got. Johannes, American. Let me see something real quick. Okay, so I can get rid of that. That's okay. What was this one? I can't remember. Okay, good. Can't share that game because it's 26 beta, but it's good to have. Alright. So now you're going to get a chance to see just how bad 25 is. And I know a lot of people are gone or waiting for 26. I get it. But for those of you still around, it's good to document this too. We're going to look back on this one day and go, man, that was terrible. But I meant to do something. So this is the only reason. This is the one thing I'm playing for. Where is it at? I'll just go get these since I'm in here, whatever. So this is my second account. So a lot of these like milestones, that's why I'm getting them now. Fan favorites. Oh. Man, remember when all these were good? I remember doing this. Wasn't that a... Yeah, this was the biggest regret SBC that I did earlier in the year. That's why it's funny to get him. He just didn't... I just didn't like him. Not a big fan of how he feels in FC. Alright, so objectives. Live. This right here. I want to get... Okay. So we got that done. 2 rivals matches by 2 or more. Score assist with a player from Spain. Win 3 rush matches and score 10 goals with low driven. So let's go see how this goes in Rivals, which has been absolutely horrendous. Can't move, can't do anything. And I'm sure it's going to be much of the same. But let's go in and see. Cuda. And I think the beta ends tomorrow. I really should be over there playing that, so I probably won't be streaming too long. What up, Big Phil? How are you, bro? Good D. Well, I don't know if you guys are good luck or if it's going to change. I don't want to jinx myself. Oh my goodness, slow-mo. But the game is actually more responsive right now. Much more responsive than the previous couple games. Oh, thank goodness. He was way out of position. Wow. I didn't think that was a foul. So you can still tell where it's like lethargic passing and all that, but believe it or not, this is actually much better connection. Than I've had. Holy crap, look how many players this dude has in the box. Oh, baby! Douye! What that goal! He wanted it bad. He wanted it more, huh? A little manual run, a little manual Goski. Yeah, the runs are so much better in 26 as well. I can tell you that. Oh, that would have sucked, dude. But see, if there was delay there, even that half-second delay would have screwed me. Oh, my God. So there was some delay, as you could see. But see, that was noticeable. I'm glad you guys could see that. I played a player just now, seconds ago. Oh, good try. Nice try by him. Just now that only went for L1Ds. I can't even do it right. Like, it's funny. When you don't glitch your rat, you don't know how to do it. That only went for them over and over and over. And then I talked to another player. It's like, dude, why do you complain? Why not just play? I'm like, bro, that's the loser oh my God, what a save. That's the loser mentality that has eFootball and UFL in the garbage. If the game is trash, you have to say it. Like if you just shut your mouth when things aren't right or aren't going right, or oh, I don't want to sound like a complainer, well then you're a sissy, dude. Who cares? If you know what you're speaking about is right, then speak it. And if enough people do that, which is exactly what happened, then the game gets fixed. Dude, what kind of marking was that? That's fixed too. I just talked about that. Terrible AI marking. Terrible. You can't even do anything as a user defender because the AI marking's so bad, right? Oh, dude. Guys, how does this always do this? The good news is it was at least to where I could play regular first, because at least you guys could see. This dude went from he couldn't do anything to now I can't move. So we'll see if it changes. So here we go again. Again, the game is just that bad, dude. You saw how the game started. And I'm not saying it won't change back, but now this dude, I mean, he's so easy to play, so easy to defend, and now he's opening me up because I can't switch my players at all. You don't just get good within 26 freaking in-game minutes. The the lag, the delay, the unresponsiveness is ridiculous. So what am I supposed to do? Just say, not talk about it, act like it doesn't exist? See, he knew how bad he was. He just quit. What did I tell you guys? Think about that. He goes up 2-1, then quits. I can't make my case any more clear. So this is an addition. Obviously, I added it to the video after I plan on ending what I was talking about. But this is so important. I'm up 1-0 in the game on stream. I'm actually on live right now. But I had to record this because it's exactly what I was talking about. I go up 1-0. The connection's better than it had been. And next thing you know, it gets terrible. Right? Next thing you know, I cannot move. And a player who couldn't do anything, very low level player, and that's just the truth. The game's on the stream if you want to check it out. Ends up all of a sudden scoring 2 goals. Next thing you know, he goes from not being able to dribble at all, pauses the game starts lagging like crazy. Coincidence? Who knows? Is that just EA Sports and their nonsense that they've talked about? Again, that video's coming out 4 a.m. You can watch it and be the judge yourself, but anybody would be complaining, bringing up, at least talking about this happening as potentially a cheater. How could you not? All of a sudden, you can't do anything. You go down a goal, and then boom. Right? Now this player all of a sudden is just moving around perfectly. I can't move. He scores 2 goals, and then this is the kicker. He quits. So I want you to tell me if that's not something that you would be wondering in your head. This isn't something where I lost a game and it's like, oh, dude, you're just mad because you lost. This is a game in which started out, I'm destroying my opponent. I'm up 1-0. Opponent comes down, pissed off, whatever, pauses. I go to 91 depth because I can't move now. And then he starts scoring goals, and he couldn't even do a thing at first. I mean, it could have been 3-4-0 before he even scored. And next thing you know, boom, magically, it changes. I'm lagged out. And then he scores 2 goals, and he quits. So just tell me that that's not suspicious. I mean, come on. Luckily, this is almost over. Because without the unresponsive gameplay, a lot of these issues... Did it just give me the win? Or was that an objective? Well, it gave me the daily games played. So that's good. But the goal is win 2 games by 2 or more goals in rivals. What else do I have here? So yeah, it's always just worth talking about that stuff. I mean, who really knows? You know? Could it have been a coincidence? Yes, but nobody in their right mind wouldn't be wondering right there. Right? At least begging the question like, dude, was that some cheating nonsense? It's just been a crazy, crazy, terrible year. I never thought in a million years I would be leaving FC. After I started competing in 22, where it wasn't just like, all right, man, you know, we're in season throughout college or high school or even as a youngster. You know, we're in season, can't do much, I got to rest for a game, play football on the sticks, play FIFA, play PES back in the day. But after that, it became just FC and competing, like from 22 on. And I never thought from then on I would leave FC. And the game wasn't great in 22, don't get me wrong. The franchise was still heading in a bad direction. But I basically came at the worst possible, like right before a tornado of like epic proportions just hit the franchise and tore it up in every different way, right? From the toxicity getting to an all-time high, which I know is related, but to also having all the glitches year after year, which drew the rats in even more, to just the terrible metas year after year. I mean, dude, I was part of a 4-5-1 and a 5-4-1 meta. I was part of a meta where you weren't even aiming to score goals. You were aiming to get as many corners as you could so you could do a front post automatic flick on goal with Van Dijk, near post header with Van Dijk. Those of you who've been playing FC will remember those lovely days. No matter what you did, you couldn't. I mean, he scored those near post flicks every time. Just all the worst stuff that we're going to remember this franchise for. Like, remember the worst times? It's going to be within these years I've been playing. And so that's why I left, but I still never could have imagined it. And this year it was good, though, because playing eFootball and UFL, I realized this is still the best game. And I also realized, as toxic as the player base is, by far we have the most amount of skilled players, and that's why so many of us speaking up got the game changed. It was no thanks to the rat losers who love the L1 sprint glitches and like the all the stuff like that. The L1 sprint glitches, the parking the bus, the AI defending. Remember that? I mean, even though this game's done a lot of terrible stuff, even though the community can be extremely toxic, right? There are the most amount of skilled players that got the AI defending taken out. That got the game where we can actually be excited about 26, right? But it was weird because if you watch Nick Runs the Full Market's latest video, which I actually want to go over. Let's see how this next game goes. Once I win those 2 games by 2 goals, and then I'll finish the rest later. We have like 6 days. But I really want to go over that video. It's super important to me because it threw me off some, and I'll tell you why.
Potentially a night of excitement ahead at one of the most famous stadia in world football. We're at Anfield here in Liverpool. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me the former Arsenal, West Ham and commentary midfielder Stuart Robson. And we've got action from the division rivalry coming right up. It's Real versus United.
Well, thanks, Derek, as always. The scene is set, 2 good teams, great playing surface, and a vibrant atmosphere. Has all the ingredients for a really exciting
What the hell was going on there? Oh, I thought I had it.
Alisson gets the nod in goal. Xabi Alonso plays with Lionel Messi in the wide midfield positions. And in this tactical setup, they have just the one player in attack.
Golazo! All right, we'll take it. Good. Look at Ronaldo. Oh, the cooks on the left stick, and just wait for this year, bro. Dude, if I pack Ronaldo in my icon, which by the way, huge W there too for 26 to give us icons, even though it kind of seems crazy to not give us what they showed us at first with the highest rated icons, it wouldn't have made sense. That's what I was kind of like thought was nuts. When everyone's going to have gold teams and shit, you can't put a 92, 91 rated player out there in every team. It would just be ridiculous. So it makes sense that there's a base version and a champion version that the icon upgrades to later. And obviously there will be promos. They say not as much, which thank God, because there's way too many. But But it's cool that we get an icon day one. And you better believe they're going to be among the best players. It's just they're going to fit the power curve a little bit better. Oh, come to. Good. Good, you're in. Why did he go? I guess he played it safe, if you want to call. I don't know what. He thought I was passing Ronaldo for sure, but you can't just give me a through with Greer. I don't know. I guess he was lost in either way. That was too easy, though. Alright, so here's one win by 2 or more goals. I think it's safe to assume. And by the way, notice the connection. You can actually see it, right? You can actually see when it's not delayed. Oh, there's the L I hate. Man, alright. I know I'm already smoking you, but bro, you make people just want to destroy you more when you start doing the glitch stuff. I haven't done it once. All these people are like, who cares, bro? It's in the game. Like, everyone does it. No, bro. Only losers do it. I haven't done it once until he started doing it. Now, I'll do the L1 glitch the rest of the game, but it doesn't make sense. I don't even think about doing that trash. What the fudge? Those players who sit there and do that shit, it's why they're getting smoked like this. It's why they don't accomplish anything. They always go for the shortcuts. It drives me nuts. Why are you even still playing, bro? There's no way anybody could be like, oh, I'm having a blast, man. I'm losing 4-0, but I can do some L1 sprint boost. I'm going to try to do the goals with Spanish players, see if I can. Oh, and I need to start scoring low drivens, too. Yeah, the inconsistency is crazy. Ah. Pichka tu mata. Oh, dude, you got lucky. Nice. Honestly, though, that kind of quick passing in 26, that will serve him well for sure. Oh, dude, what was that pass? Besides the L1 sprint boost, he's not doing too bad. Like, he can, if he actually just worked on some things, he could, you know, be a decent player. Oh, tackle backs. Oh, that's how you cook, boys. Oh, all right. Let's see what we got here. Do I gotta? Oh, dang it! Oh well. It's one win by 2 goals. See if we can get our second one and be done with that. Make sure though, if you're looking to get that 84 times 5 in October for FC26, make sure you are getting this SP, getting these SP things done, right? There it is. And then I just have to score 10 goals in 1 squad battles match. That will be easy. Then win 3 in rush. Score and assist with a player from Spain. Score and assist. So 3 squad battles matches there. So I'll do these 3 together. But yeah, Phil, I'm hoping that content, I know it will. Hopefully you're keeping up with it because that's the stuff you need to learn, especially coming from UFL and eFootball, is like SBC, squad building challenges, right? Evolutions and how you can take your lower rated players and make them even better and better, and that you can do an evolution, not use that player, then another evolution comes, you add that player to that, a player you add in your team, and boom, now you're using them because they get blown up and beasted up so much. So knowing to like master those areas, know what SBCs to do, what not to do, what players to use evolutions on, not missing evolutions that could end up costing you because you could add a beast player. Knowing the formations, I did that. I think it was like an hour long, but I went through the formations that are usable, the player roles that are usable. I actually had that leaked footage from FC26 that showed, actual tactical, analysis, I guess you could say. But all these things can help you out big time. Whether you've been playing or you're brand new, especially if you're brand new, but even if you've been playing, because a lot of players, they miss out. Dude, I used to be terrible with evolutions. They're somewhat newer, but I kind of put them on the back burner like, they're not that important, dude. You can really get ahead of the game if you get some good evolutions going, which allow you to save your coins for other players because you have these evolved players that are now in your squad. And at the very least, even if you just have good fodder, dude, it's stupid to not do those, especially the free ones. But a lot of players, including myself, don't take or didn't take full advantage of that. Same with SBCs. There's those that want to do every SBC. That's how I was in 2022. Got to do every one they release. Then it was like, oh, the gambling packs are fun. I got enough fodder. Let's do it. Even though, while everyone's thinking Ronaldo and Hullet and all this for these icon gamble packs, most of the time you end up with, you name, fill in the blank with the icon you didn't want. And you end up blowing a shit ton of fodder. And EA Sports knows that. So once you master the right way to approach SBCs and evolutions, you're going to go far. You're going to maximize your team. You're going to play better. In the meantime, you'll also be working on the pitch to try to get better. Look at all the rats over the years, dude. Or not over the year, over the year. I'm going to try to put that on the back burner for 26, and I think 26 you won't really need, or won't feel the need to, like, get into the psyche of these rats, because I truly believe with all that they removed, it's going to be much better from that. What in the fudge was that? I don't even know what just happened. Okay. This is feeling super-duper messed up. I feel like this player might just know that too. I think we're going to have to go for the old 91, guys. You always can tell by those weird dribbles where someone wouldn't dribble. Now, let's see where we go here. Man, I wish I could play the beta right now on stream. Man, I thought once they ended the stream I could show the... What the hell? I forgot about this. Gotta get it out of the way. You can't do that in the other game. See, that's the other thing, playing eFootball and UFL so much. You create these bad habits and just there's these differences.
And a very good challenge.
What the... Dude, I can't. Can't be asked. Can't be asked.
Really fine piece of defending play to break it up.
Didn't take my movement. I moved it all the way far post.
Somehow reaching it. Whipped in by Griezmann. Oh, disappointing clearance. Intercepting it intelligently. Well, given the recent form of Antoine Griezmann, a strong case can be made that he could be
Good.
the maker, Stuart.
Well, Derek, I thought he was brilliant last time out.
Golazo! Ronaldo's run was so stupid there, though, guys. That's what happens when the game's all glitched up, though.
Back underway. 1-0 it is. Haaland on the offensive. Really good build-up.
That's the problem with Holland. Which, by the way, I thought they, like, made the big man better. And, dude, he feels good, like, momentum-wise from the leak footage I saw. But he feels clunky, man. I'm not going to lie. I was using the gold rated version, though, so I don't know. Maybe the high rated version will feel better as we go, like the bigger men, like a Ibra, a high rated Ibra, I don't know. Good.
Quick thinking defensively.
Ah. Whoa. Whoa.
Options in the centre. The inside route looks promising.
No! See what I'm saying, dude? You gotta deal with this shit all the time.
And the emphasis is on creativity. Rodri.
Yeah, I knew what you were going for, bro. I'm not dumb. I'll do it too, then. Dude, if I play the pass to the wrong player one more time, I swear.
Well-timed tackle. Now, who can he play it to? Well, it came to nothing in the end.
Thank you. You're in. You're in.
It's a good-looking ball.
Oh.
Well, United had the ball, but not anymore. Haaland.
You little fucker. All these glitches, bro.
How to dispossess your opponent. Eric Cantona.
Good ball. Look at that. Oh my god. Another fucking slow motion shit. That was actually a good skill move, though. The one he did there.
Lewis.
But these players are all the same. They don't really know football. They don't... Dude, what cool skill move can I do, man? There's your L1 speed boost, bitch. Penalty. Because I tried to pull it back. He dove too early anyway. And guys, I went left, as you guys always know. That's how fucked up the game is. That's what it does. He guessed right. Because I have my overlays. Something tells me He's in the chat. Because he went left right away. Now, maybe I could be wrong. But, buddy, if you are in here, just know that you did it right. Bro, what are you doing? Why do the extra shit? Put it in the corner. So stiff, dude. I would have never went that route if I knew the game wasn't all delayed, dude. It just messes everything up. That's why I've been dominating in the beta, and I cannot wait to show you guys, dude. I can't wait till you get to experience it and just, you're going to have a blast. Tackleback City. Dog shit, dude. I'll just watch this. I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to pass around the whole half. Let's see how I do. This is what you do when you face rats. Let's have some fun with it. Pass around the back the whole half. Oh no, but I got to win more than 2 goals. Otherwise I would have. These type of rat losers that just try to take advantage of lag right from the start. Dog shit. It's in August too, dude. That's the funny part. And these are the type of players that make you wonder if players are purposely able to create lag. 3 tackles there that I couldn't make, plus 1 player switch. Look at that. Eat a big D. Now, we do this. Nice that 1 speed boost, and of course he gets rewarded by it. I kind of like, I'll tell you this too, again, from the leaks, I'm not telling you about my experience, I gotta say that over and over, so I don't get in trouble. What the fuck, dude? But I kind of like short passing in 26. Reason being, because you have nice tiki-taka ability. There's not this delayed shit that you deal with where you end up like what I'm doing now, where you end up having to try to run away from pressure because the passing's so like slow. Oh, of course. Of course, yep. God, I can't stand these fucking losers, bro. I mean, how could you not be pissed at this game? I can't even play a fucking through ball. My guy was straight through. Look, he's going for it again. He went for it again. Fucking loser, bro. I hate it. I should just quit. I'm gone. Fuck him. I'm not going to give him no chance to be a little rat loser. All this shit's gone, though. That's the thing. All of it is gone. If you're not smart enough, if you're an idiot that's watching going, you didn't get no win, bro. You just got embarrassed on a live stream. Everything you did is gone in FC26. Why do you think that is? Every dribble that you had was a tackle that was 2 seconds delayed on my end. Every goal you had, you're what we call a rat loser. That's why you're playing a low level, bro. You're in the same level as my RTG. I got the whole game recorded. You're on live right now. You're literally on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. The bottom line is you're a loser. And what are you doing playing this game for absolutely nothing, by the way? I'd rather leave because we all know you're playing for wins in August when you're a Division 3 player. Let's go look at the hours you played. We know the type of loser you are without even looking, but let's check. Watch this. So this dude's no doubt got a ton of hours in this. Let's see. Oh, of course it's blocked. So here you go, loser, in a nutshell. You're playing against an RTG account that I created like a month ago, and I caught up to you within like 100, 200 hours. Think about that. You've been playing all year with this account. Everything you use is gone in 26, so it's pointless to even use it. You're just going to end up realizing that 26 changes everything. You will end up quitting anyway. You're already playing for absolutely nothing, bro. Look, now he's shell-shocked. Nothing since the first one. You knew I was better. Pointless playing those losers so they can sit there and do all the every bullshit thing. Oh, here, let's talk about this. I'll actually type it too. Your third Travella from 30 yards gone in FC26. Everything you do, which you are still in low divisions, is gone. You do the math. Oh, here we go. We got it right here. Hey, so you play for $0, right? What are you doing playing the game right now, bro? You are a Division 3 player in August. You've played over 1,000 hours of a game. Over 1,000 hours a game playing like a rat loser. And you play for nothing. I got you, Jortar. You play for nothing, bro. So think about this. Let's just think about this real quick. You scored 2 kick or tackle back goals, and then you scored a 30-yard Travella. All those are nerfed. So what does that tell you about you as a player when they nerfed everything that you use? That's for one. For two, go look at my goals against you. Everyone was manual. Everything I used will be in 26. So players like you, they're trying to get rid of. But How do you play like a rat loser and you're still only in Division 3? How do you spend $1,000 of your time? How do you spend 1,000 hours of your time and you play for nothing? Hey, loser, let me show you something real quick. I always do this because if you actually were a player, for one, this is my second account. Everything's on YouTube. You can go check it. But I always do this, and not one of you rat losers ever have been able to point out where you're at on here. So hold on. So let's look at this. All right. Here's my Discord. I'm pulling up my Discord. So rat loser. There we go. It's up. Where are you on here? Where are you? So I'm North America. Where are you at? Mr. Division 3 in August. Which region? Where will I find you so I can look you up on Battlefly and see your pro record or your FC pro record? Oh, wait. You don't play anywhere near the top. That's right. So you don't play at the top. So you're not playing because you are good. You don't have a channel, so you make zero money to play. Right? And so what am I missing? You're not playing at the top. You don't make money. So you're a rat loser in Division 3 in August using every glitch there is possible. Everyone happens to also be removed from FC26. And they didn't even help you either. So you're a loser that realized that these glitches are leaving, clearly. Or if you didn't, you have to realize they didn't help you that much because there's no way you think Division 3 is good. Bro, look at my hours. Look at my hours. You see this, loser? Hold on. Look at the hours for this account. You just got destroyed. You just got destroyed by someone with 2-second delay. And I caught up to you in 200 hours. You spent 1,000 hours to get where you're at. I started this account like a month ago. I mean, what can you show? None of you rat losers ever have anything to show. So you didn't play in any FC Pro events, so clearly you're not like a committed top-level player. Obviously, you're Division 3 in August. You don't have a channel, so you don't make money, so you have no reason to... So what are you playing for? What are you ratting about? You don't like football, because if you played for the love of the game, I could get it. Like, you're playing football, you're playing with your favorite players. That makes sense. Doing something you love, playing a sport you love. You play like a rat loser. How many of these did you win? Do you have anything to show? Did you win any of these? I got 17. How many do you have? By the way, winning a lot of them in 150, 200 ping. And by no means am I God's gift to the game, but I've never once done tacklebacks. Don't go for 30-yard Travellas, right? Look at the goals you scored. Notice how I didn't score any of those. I scored manually created goals. Why do you think that is? And notice, I'm scoring good goals. I'm scoring manual goals off of playing football. You're scoring tacklebacks and glitch shots that are, again, removed from the next game. And then look at where I'm at and look at where you're at. Do you think that's a coincidence, loser? Do you think it's a coincidence? Gosmo? Waiting for an answer. Hey, loser, answer in the chat or answer in here. Why do you think it is that I'm miles above you in this game? And that I also was the one actually playing football and not being a rat. Do you think that's connected or no? The loser probably got got embarrassed and left. But these guys are worth calling out because they never have an answer. They play like rats. There's got to be a reason, right? Well, it's because I'm at the top, but he's not at the top. I got where he was playing in 200 hours to his 1,000 hours. So he's not at the top. So then, oh, well, I have a channel and my people like when I play like this. They like all the rat stuff. That's my community. Nope, he doesn't have a channel. And no one would like watching that anyway. I'm just playing devil's advocate. So he doesn't play at the top. Right? You can always tell right away all these things. Anybody who's like gonna play like this is the type of shit you would see in like the FC Pro ladders and stuff. But he was nowhere to be found. Right? And they would use the excuse, oh, well, this is what the game is and we're competing for... Okay, at least that makes somewhat sense. Oh, I have a channel. People like watching, even though it's bullshit. At least it would make sense if it was true. If you had like a toxic community. So what do losers like get out of the game? They don't even play regular football. They try to use every shortcut they can because they get their asses kicked. And then he's mad because he didn't get his win. Notice how I got him where it hurt him, because these losers are like, I gotta get a win, I gotta get a win. They've been losing all year. And they're finally like, it's August, they can win now. No one's taking the game serious, no one's playing. It's just a loser mentality, bro. It's a loser mentality. I'm going to get a win when everyone's trying to have fun. I'm going to get a win when everyone's practicing for next year because I lost all year. How about put in the work and maybe you'll win when it matters? I mean, these losers, it just never gets old, bro. It never gets old. It's comical. It does get old. Like, I wish they weren't in the game, obviously, but it doesn't get old. Like, it is comical trying to, like, get in the minds of how they think. This loser actually got on here and called me the rat. Bro, you got 2 tackle backs and a glitch shot. And we're trying to use the lag as a tool. By the way, this game's not lagging at all. Funny how that works, guys. Funny how that works. Now, let's pay close attention. Will it change? Will it not change? Because the last one, that was kind of funny. And against all these, it's the same type of players. I don't know. To me, there's no way that there's that many coincidences. I don't believe that. Either way, though, the good news is it will be gone shortly. Ah, come on, Douye. I'm in rush. What a goal. What a goal. Oh my God. Forgot to minimize my Discord. Ha ha ha. That's hilarious. My bad, guys. You just missed my Ronaldo goal and it was sick too. But it's an FC25 goal, so how good could it be, right? Dude. Bravo, bravo. Oh, I wanted to nutmeg him. Should have probably cheesed it and played it past there, but whatever. Oh my God, how? There it is, goal. Oh my God, he didn't jump. He didn't jump and my other player just ran it. What the fuck happened there? Goal. Dude. Alright, now that was cheese and a half. Cheese and a half. And I deserve a goal, but that was cheese and a half, sorry. Again, not taking advantage of no bullshit. Never have, never will. It's easy as that. Gizmo. You play like a rat loser, going for tacklebacks and every other bullshit, glitch shots. And it's funny because you know that it's bullshit. You know that you're a rat. You're mad because you couldn't finish out a game that you were playing like a rat. But the funny thing is you have no skill. You have no reason to play this game. You play for nothing. Not one thing I went through. You don't play for anything. And you were mad because you want to get a win in August. Bro, you've been losing all year. Look at where you're at in August. Why all of a sudden are you worried about a win? You guys never make any sense. If you were worried about actually winning and competing, you would realize, okay, something's not working because I keep failing. I keep finishing low level at the bottom. Wonder what it is. Oh, maybe I should actually learn to play the game with skill instead of using every broken mechanic that also is removed. Everything I'm doing is removed from the next game. So you're already screwed for next year. You might as well just quit now before you even buy it and play it. There's a reason why FC's trying to weed you losers out. Dude, I gave him a cheese one back. Whatever, though. Dude, he's a loser. Hold on. He's going for fucking tacklebacks galore. Alright, so I'm going to treat him to something. Now it's 2-2. So we'll go the 90 route. All these losers are the same, bro. They're all the same. But every one of them, notice where they're at. That's the beautiful part. Look at the level they're at. So we'll go 91. We'll try to cheese him back. Look at the level they're all playing at. There's a reason. Not one of them have been near the top. Took me 1 month to start this account and catch up where they're at. 1 month. Offsides. Come on. Look at this dude. Look how bad he is. Dude, what the fuck? That's what I mean, guys. How does it just randomly glitch like that? Did you see Bale? He was on a 3-second delay. How does that just magically happen? There's no way. Bale was in on a goal there. And now look. I mean, come on, bro. Luckily, this dude's dog shit. But can you believe that? Bale's... Oh, fuck. Bale's in. Look at the slow motion. You can see it go in slow motion now. What changes that? You can't tell me that these losers aren't doing something. There's no way. They suck so bad. This is what they do. Fuck you, pussy. Can't stand these type of players, bro. Is it that hard to get on a game and play football? Once 26 comes, everyone's gonna see, dude. I wish I could show you. Trust me, because you don't think that there's some of these rats that have gotten the beta. I guarantee those rats who are playing the beta, they're gone. They're not even gonna buy the game. They're trying their little shit. They're trying everything. They keep taking these long shots, hoping they go in. They're trying to use assisted shooting. It ain't working for them. There's no more sprint boost, so they get stuffed over and over and over. Right? Now you have to manually defend. Even if you park the bus, you have to switch and actually win the ball yourself. It's funny. They're struggling like the worst you can see. So once we get to that point, all the complaining that I'm doing, you'll see like why, like what a good football game should be like, if you don't already know. Because I know many of you feel the same exact way. Look at the marking. I mean, look at the marking, dude. It's just a joke. Another game. I'll probably just turn this one off too, honestly. Piss another loser off. There's no way the games are just going to this. Look at the delay. What am I supposed to do? How are you going to tell me it's worth it to play this too? And if it is just EA Sports' shit, God, you guys fucked this game up bad. Look at this. Look at this shit. What are we even doing, dude? Look at that. Oh, yeah, I'm done. I'll turn this game off right now. Fuck this shit. You guys are seeing this. Could you blame me if I turn it off right now? I mean, come on. Dude, I'm done. What the fuck? How can you be delayed that much? How can the delay all of a sudden come that bad? Dude, Ronaldo has a wide open shot. I mean, I don't even think I can finish one unless I get an open net. These losers are ridiculous, bro. There's no way. This is like pitiful. That was an open net. And think about trying to defend like that with that type of delay. I can't even fucking do nothing right. Can't do anything. The passes are going all over the place. This should be a 5-0 game, dude. But I want to get it on stream because I want you guys to be able to see this shit. Finally. So frustrating, it's not even funny. But I got that video coming out. You'll be able to see what EA Sports said. It is promising. And it does actually make you a little less mad at them. I do got to say that. I don't want to give it until you're actually playing the game and then you're getting pissed off all over again. But when they explained it, it does make sense. I'm not going to lie. And it does help you not get just quite as pissed. But this shit's just ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that, guys. I mean, it's a fucking joke. I stole the ball from him at least 3 times. At least 3 times there. Fucking losers, dude. Fucking losers. I gotta get 6-4 up so I can be done with this dog shit. This should be fun, dude. I had some of these games. I have that one where I beat Gabarros the pro right after he just beat Tex too, which is awesome. And I can't wait to show you guys that. Even though I can't share the beta, which is stupid, but I thought I could share it after it was released. I'll figure out a way. The bottom line is this, though. It was a 5-4 game, and it was fun as shit because it was actual real football. It wasn't none of this bullshit. Tackle back goals galore. Look, I can't even switch my players. He knows it, too. There's no way you can convince me that this loser doesn't know it. He just doesn't realize that when you have skill, you can fight through this shit somewhat. Somewhat? Fuck. Yes, you're in. Get in there. 3-second delay, too, you fucking pussies. Can't wait to fucking destroy every one of you in 26. Probably won't even get a chance to play, you little pussies will be gone once you see that you have no glitch bullshit to do. And shout out, at least EA Sports should have done this years ago, but shout out to them for being the only one of the 3 football games, the only development company to actually go for the fucking... What the fuck? Pick it up. I headed it, didn't I? Did I kick it? Didn't I head that? Why the fuck did he not pick it up? Douye was way offsides. God damn it. Eat that pussy. Dude, I can't. I fucking can't do this shit. Oh my god, dude. You already lost, you little bitch. Haha! Suck my dick. He's trying to ruin my 2-goal win is what he's trying to do. No, and he got it. He ruined the game, but he still lost at least. Of course he would get it. Did you see that delay? Did you see how that shot went in? What a loser, though, dude. Think how bad you got to be to lose like that when I had 3-second delay. Just think about that. Trying to be a little rat the whole game. Tacklebacks. Making passes. Who makes a pass and just starts running into the opponent? Knowing it. Like, dude, you gotta be the biggest loser in the world. Go find a hobby where you're actually good at. You're terrible at football. You're not even playing football. You can't enjoy tactics. Go get a player and say, oh, he's got skill. He's a great passer. He's a great dribbler. You're a bunch of fucking losers. You're playing a football game and you're not even playing football. Who gets excited to go run into the opponent after they make a bad pass? Gosmo, you still watching, you loser? 3-second delay, I just smoked one of your buddies. One of your rap buddies.
Well, hello to you and welcome to another exciting game brought to you by EA TV.
And I'll do it every single time. It's hilarious, so I love it.
Sue, what can we expect from the game then?
Well, thanks, guys. Great to hear. I think it's going to be a really good game today.
And then the loser wanted so bad. He played through the end because he didn't want me to get a 2-goal win. It's like, bro, you just got beat by someone with 3-second delay going on. That was so bad it wasn't even funny. Oh my god, the fucking terrible delay. Look at this shit. Dude, I can't play a pass. It will not go off until it's like 3 seconds behind, guys. It literally won't go off until it's 3 seconds behind.
Well, I thought we were going to see an early goal here. And what a start that would have been for them. But the keeper did so
Look at my defender. Look at my defender. This is why I have to every time go with the fucking all the way. Look, did you guys see my defender there? It's what I'm dealing with every game. It's a joke, dude. I'll play like a fucking rat if I have to too. He thinks he's good. You're on 3-second delay, you fucking loser, and you're still getting outplayed like a motherfucker. Look at this shit. I can't shoot. I can't do anything. It's a fucking joke. God damn. Dude, you're terrible. Look at this. Tackle back fucking goal. Or try to get a tackle back goal. Nope. Delay, delay, delay. I'll just tie this one and leave it too. I wish I wasn't so competitive to where I... You know, you don't want to let these losers... Look at this. Lost the ball. So in 26, by the way, he loses that ball. Everything these losers are doing is gone for a reason. This is all the shit that ruined the game. And this, it's like they're still doing it too. And they know that it's gone. You know they do. Look at this shit. I don't even know how to get around. I don't know what to do. I'll tie it up and leave and hope I don't get a... If it wasn't such a rat, I wouldn't, but... Look at this shit. Can't even get a shot off, guys. You see what I'm saying? It's loser bullshit that you got to deal with. Look at this. Oh my god, and then he stole... Oh, dude. Make a great run and I get punished for it because of the terrible fucking AI. Nobody in their right mind would be playing this fucking game. That was a great goal, by the way. No one in their right mind would be playing this fucking game if they didn't have a channel or something. Or they're not going for the FC26 packs, but these losers are all playing. Why do you think there are only rat losers left? Why do you think there's only rat losers left? Dude's doing all these skill moves all of a sudden because either A, he knows I'm delayed, or he doesn't, and he thinks that all of a sudden he's God's gift to the fucking game. It's like, bro, you realize that anybody can fucking be good when the game's delaying like it is. Do you not see my Ronaldo? And I'm still tied with you right now, which is hilarious. Look at this. I can't... So when you, I've talked to you guys about this a bunch, but when you go to shoot the ball, bro, and it's delayed that bad, you literally can't aim. That's why... This is why they took away green time shooting. For this reason. Look at this loser. He knows I'm delayed. Who else would go for that right there? Who else would have gone for that? What the fuck? Now my player lock shit's not even going off. There we go. Thank you. Delay and you're still losing. Whoever this is, bro, delete the game. Turn it off. Delete it. Oh, and let's dribble the goalie. Or no, let's dribble the whole team, I mean, offsides. Dipshit. Dipshit. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you guys think that's what I wanted to do there, right? Just stop and let him take the ball. Good strategy by me, huh? Yeah, right there too. Good. It's obvious that there's no lag, right? Even though I have overlays on and shit. I'm saying it for the rats out there. Look how bad he is. That must be assisted shooting. There's no way these losers don't know. Who would take their fucking wingback like that? They're either that bad or they truly they're either that bad, bro, or they truly are cheaters, basically. Motherfucker just ran 8 yards, leaving my player wide open. I could try to play the pass, and it was delayed perfectly for him to catch up 8 yards. Sometimes, though, when I'm complaining like this, I do feel like some people don't understand how bad it is. Like, they're not knowledgeable enough. Which, in that case, it's like I can't help that. I can't help that I'm seeing things that are over your head. I guess just... If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. There's nothing else I could say about that. Look at that. Loses the ball and still manages... I barely managed to get a shot off. Loses the ball in front of the box. Still able to catch up. Think about how bad that's got to be. Offsides, dipshit. By a mile, and he sucks at shooting, by the way. But think about that. I just won the ball in his box, and I barely was able to get a shot off. And it wasn't even from the original player I won the ball from. Right? It was from... So if I played this player and hosted him, like if we played a game after this, it would literally be 8-0. Literally 8-0. Okay, so again, I'll explain so you guys can understand. He just played the ball right where I guessed, but because of the delay, I wasn't able to get it. Think about that. Oh my god, dude. Alright, so Exhibit A2. My tackle just went off as a pass. Almost gave him a through ball. So my tackle, instead of being rewarded, I was punished there. I mean, I could go days showing you guys all this. And I'm still winning games. Fucking loser. Using glitch shit. Using glitch shit. See, I could have just done a one-time ball there, but I can't be a little glitch rat, dude. It's just not in my nature. Just not my nature to be a little glitch rat. See, with delay, you can't even do it anyway. This dude is so bad. It's funny. Oh, if you guys only knew, I tried to go right where he guessed. I have no idea why it didn't go through like that, dude. I guess the delay finally helped me. And then clearly the dipshit is playing for delay too. At least we got that out of the way. Great switch. And then fucking Griezmann's delayed. Oh my god, dude. Look at this. Tackle back, pussy ass bitch. Why do you even play? Eat that, pussy. Ronaldo, what are you doing, bro? Well, never mind. I already know. You're fucking 16-second delayed. You're in. He just reacted when I... Oh my god, dude. It's so obvious. When skill prevails, you pussy. When skill prevails, you pussy. Yeah, now we're going to have some fun. Now we're definitely having some fun. Yeah, eat this. See if you can catch up to me. Little delay, bitch. Oh, and he did. You gotta love delay. Look how bad he is, though. That's the worst part. You can't tell me he's not causing this. It's getting worse and worse and worse. There's no way you guys are gonna convince me that this loser isn't causing some of this. Come on, boys. Can't wait to turn this to a fucking video. Alright. Let's get the chicks in. The chicks are a little more dynamic. Anybody who's not as outraged at this at me, this probably isn't the channel for you, by the way. This bullshit. How are there people out there? Thank God EA Sports didn't listen, because they easily could have said, but look what happened to the game, too. Because EA Sports could have said, oh, we want the rats, too. Fuck it, fuck it. They enjoy the game, and we're getting money. But clearly it shows you the most skilled players are at FC, because clearly there's not enough rats, because their pockets were hurting bad, because the rats loved FC25. You see these losers playing the game, so it's because they loved FC. Every good player, or if they are playing, it's literally for the packs. Look at this. You gotta love it. When you play these losers, you gotta love shit like this. You gotta love shit like this. All of a sudden, the game's responsive as shit, too. All of a sudden, the game's responsive as shit, too. This fucking dude. There's no way. Dude, all of a sudden, the game's responsive. Notice my movements. Notice my movements. That's hilarious. So maybe the lag, he fucking lagged out on purpose, but it started hurting him, maybe? Guys, you guys always see what happens there. All of a sudden, I'm just amazing. Look at how it changed. That's fucking hilarious. These guys are doing it on purpose. I'm so glad I got this on stream. Listen, dude. I couldn't move the whole game. You just seen what I did there? Oh, I gotta save that, by the way. That was a sick goal. I've been fucking lagged out the whole game. Then all of a sudden, I think the dude got screwed or something, but the game goes normal. Too good for you. You just got smoked. And then all of a sudden, it goes to normal, and look what I do to him. Come on, boys. If you're dumb enough to not think... Now, the only thing that could mean for us, though, is that hopefully these losers can't do this in 26, because the game is so much different, and they supposedly fixed it. But I don't know if that would change if these guys are using hotspots or loading up other programs to bog the game down. Whatever these losers do, but there you go. Mission complete. Objectives wise, zero fun that whole time. Zero fun that whole time. If for some reason you are playing the game and you're like, no, dude, I'm having fun, or you're not lagging at all, then I guess you wouldn't understand. But anybody who's been dealing with the same shit, hopefully you can see, like, you can still win at least. Is it fun? No. But it's going to be gone soon. Just stay tuned for my video, 4 a.m. Central Standard Time. EA Sports did an elaborate breakdown of exactly what the issues are that are causing this shit, how it's different for each player, which is what I've been telling you guys, which is why sometimes you can't move and the other player can. What they did to fix it. And it's a great video. They did a great job, dude. You gotta give credit where credit's due. So, as mad as I am that they should have done it years ago, as pissed as I am at this game, and that they're leaving it, they're not fixing it. I guess they want, I don't know why. They're focusing all on 26. As mad as I am and all that, I am happy about the new shit. And they made fixes for everything. I'm guessing that little rat, once he looked me up, he left. G-Moms, California. This was that dude, right? Hey, where'd you go? Why'd you run off? It's funny what happens once you can't back up where you're at, right? I mean, if you weren't a trash rat, you would actually have something to show for all the hours you put in. So basically, you can't justify the fact that you're not a rat based on how you played, because look where you're at. You're exactly where all the other rats are, which is nowhere, playing for nothing, wasting your time. Comes into the chat, talking shit. I'm playing in front of him and has nothing to say. Probably seen the delay and goes, holy shit, he was playing with that delay against me and he still outplayed me? Oh my god. I just saw where he called my team overpowered too. That's hilarious. Does the dumbass realize I've played the game for this account for 200 hours to create this team? I guess he's not used to, I don't know. Still just holding out hope that I could pack some sick player just to make, you know, right now my sickest is Hullet, followed by Ronaldo, even though it's footy's time. I got the 96 Ronaldo that I evolved up to 98. He's a beast. Although it's hard to like, oh shit, I should have sold those. It's hard to like use them for real in this shitty gameplay, any player, so it sucks that I packed him at this time. I remember when I packed Hullet the first day, the gameplay was terrible. But then after that, the gameplay was pretty damn good the rest of the time. Because I remember Hullet, he was such a beast. Like, I was like, I didn't even start him the first day because of the gameplay being so bad. The first day I packed him. I got him in that, like, 94 Rodrigo that kept boosting up. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to make the gameplay go so terrible. Who's this, Xabi Alonso? No. Yeah, Xabi Alonso, I think. Let's see. Yep. Xabi Alonso. Alright, that's that. I'll come back to finish. So I'm at level 11, so 30. 29 more levels. And how many more days do I have to do that? 29 more levels in 23 days. If I have to, there's 8,000. If I have to end up getting the paid one, hopefully I don't. But if I do, I won enough coins and tournaments and stuff. And then, this is what I have left. No, it's live, sorry. Score and assist with a player from Spain. So goal and assist with a player from Spain in 3 games. Win 3 in rush. Score 10 low drivens in 1 match. Doesn't matter with who. Okay. Score and assist with a player from Spain. So I'll actually... Wait, does it matter what game mode? Or does it say squad battles? And squad battles, damn. Alright, so I can get 1 done here. 1, 2, 3. So I have to play 3 matches in squad battles and 3 in rush. Let me go set this up right. So it said a player from Spain. Play 3 rush. Score 10 low drivens. 10 low drivens. Player from Spain. Score and assist. Score and assist. Let's get some Spain players in this mug. Sorry, Douye, you're headed to the bench, boy. Right wing. Of the 2. Gareth. Wait, you can't play Cam? Wait, she can play Cam. There we go. That'll be good. Score and assist. Okay. That's what we'll do. By the way, Gareth Bale. Another player, like, I can't really give you an honest assessment. Bale is so tough to play against. He's always overpowered. Playing, so I know he's a great player, but with how bad the delay's been, dude, I haven't even been able... He scored some good goals and stuff, but overall, both him and Ronaldo, it sucks to have them right now with this type of gameplay. Hopefully in squad battles or even in rush, we can get maybe a glimpse of good gameplay just to get an idea how good they truly are, but that's that. It's like torture playing this game right now. I know a lot of you know it. But I like to show all this shit because it's the reality of how it goes. I can't stand rats. Is it a waste of time? Have most of the time talking to them, but getting to see how the type of people they are, like who's behind the bullshit, I think there's something to that. Some agree, some go, what are you doing arguing with them? Who cares, man? This is messed up, just play and all this. I get it. Sorry for that condescending mimicking right there, but these idiots play for no reason, like to ruin a game. It's interesting to me to see who they are behind it. So that's just me. I'll talk to you guys later. Make sure you're preparing adequately because 26 is going to be fun and it's a totally different game. Get your skills ready. Don't take these bad habits from 25 with you.